questions. I'm a religious man. No religion specifically. That's what I'm trying to find. And I grew up, I guess, as a Christian, and my family is. And I was wondering on why you chose Islam and what potentially guided you away from Christianity and your previous beliefs and how comes the change, and what evidence do you see outside for, in the real world of Christianity being wrong? And what parts of the Bible do you see as correct? I'm sorry, that's a lot of questions.
No. Okay, I've never been a Christian. I would, no disrespect, I'd never be stupid enough to fall for that lines. I just can't.
Okay.
My brain is too in tune with logic to ever be a Christian, ever. Okay. So I went from being an atheist to a believer in a creator of some kind. And then I looked at, I had a friend who was Muslim, so obviously this was close, but I never really looked into it until after 9/11, when all the Muslims got emotional. And I'd always said to my friend, when you're praying, then I'll listen to you. I looked at the teachings of Islam. I read a beautiful book by Sheikh Yusuf Qaradawi, and basically it was called Halal and Haram. And it was all the things in Islam that are prohibited and all the things in Islam that are encouraged, kind of thing. And for me, it was like, wow, if the world lived with these kind of standards, we'd have peace on earth. If people followed these standards. And
I agree.
I asked, where's this from? And I was told this Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, brought this, and with the Quran. So my investigation into that, and what I liked about Islam, it wasn't some hairy fairy thing. So for example, believe Jesus died for you, no problem, it's all done. No guidance, no help, nothing else. Just Jesus died for me, that's it. Yeah, you're a sinner, you can't do anything, so just believe Jesus died for you, that's all you need. Whereas in Islam, I get a guide, I get a structure. It permeates into every facet of my life. Because look, in this world, we have decisions to make all the time. And sometimes we might do something thinking it's going to benefit us and it's going to harm us. And so alhamdulillah, what I've seen with Islam, it was something that was tangible. It was something that was rational. It was something that could be applied, and it could have an immediate effect. And for me, when I pieced it together, then I looked at the life of the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Then I read things like the book, The World's 100, how a Christian guy, when he wrote a book about the world's most 100 influential men who's ever existed in history, he put Muhammad number one. Why? Why was he number one? Why? Because this man was successful on every level of life, whether it was spiritual or secular or whatever, whether as a leader, as a father, as a husband, as a friend, as a diplomat, as a neighbor, as a warrior, as a king, whatever. He was successful. Now, in life, we know if you want to be successful, you follow successful people. You want to achieve the success of certain people, you try to follow the way they did things and their methodology. So the beautiful thing about Islam, people say, I'm a Christian, I follow Jesus. How do you follow Jesus? You don't even know what Jesus said, what he did. The sources didn't tell you what Jesus did or whatever are not reliable. Whereas we have, mashallah, every detail aspect of Muhammad's life based upon what his wives say about him, his friends say about him. So we can detail it and we can structure our lives accordingly. And so we have something, it's not abstract.
Yeah. What do you think would be the best way to go forward with learning about Islam and finding Muslims within the community that I could connect with?
Okay, to be honest with you, 21st century, everything's online anyway. But what I'm saying is like, if you want to do an investigation into Islam and to determine whether it's true or not, my advice is a very simple one, because it's an ocean. Where do you start? Where do you stop? My advice is a very simple one. Only one man in history claimed to be a messenger of God to you, which was Muhammad. Peace be upon him. He made a claim in the desert 1400 years ago. An angel came to him and told him he's a messenger of God to the people, to the whole world. Okay, test the claim. So for me, there's only 4 explanations for this claim. Either he's a crazy guy talking to angels. Either he's been deceived into thinking he's talking to angels. He's either lying that he's talking to angels, or he's telling the truth. And then all you need to do is establish, well, let's look at whether he's a liar, look at his character, look at all of these things, look at motives and things like that. What you'd expect to see if he was a liar. And if he's crazy, look at what he accomplished in his life. Could a crazy person have accomplished these things? If he was deceived, how does this explain what? Satan came, deceived him, and then told everyone to be virtuous and don't do this and don't do that, and to curse Satan. Makes no sense. So once you do that analysis, you're only left with one conclusion. This guy's telling the truth. And then when you look at his life and you look at what happened and how Islam spread and how it permeated and how it, look, I'll make it easy. There is no other way of life that gives you peace of mind, body, and soul in this world. Nothing else except Islam. This is why when people say to me, you know, when some violent, I say, oh, look, religion of peace again, religion of peace again. Here's what I say. Islam is the religion of peace. It isn't the religion of pacifism. It's the religion of peace. And what does that mean? It means if you live and breathe Islam and you follow the teachings of Islam, you will gain peace of mind, body, and soul. Nothing else can do that. If you want peace in your life, trust me, connect to your creator through his messenger. Job done.
All right. Well, thank you for your time today, mate. I appreciate it.